Welcome to the Gadget 360 show. My name is Rajiv Makni. We're starting off with a really big one today. We have the Garmin Fenix 6X Pro Solar review. Now this is a smartwatch, a fitness watch, a sports watch at about 1 lakh rupees. The big question would be, if you can now get a smartwatch or a fitness band for 2,000, 1,000 rupees, why go for this one? Why do people swear by this watch? Why do most people that are runners, people very passionate with their fitness, marathoners, triathletes, they all swear by this particular watch? We've got a very different pair of TWS earbuds that we're going to show you. It has a feature that I've never seen before, the Boats Airdopes 621, and then we move on to Sony's Bluetooth speakers. Sony does a great speaker for less than 4,000 rupees. That and a whole lot more on the show today.
Apple announced 22 new colors of Apple Watch Sports Loop bands representing 22 different countries. A color-coordinated watch face can be downloaded to the watch while purchasing the new watch bands on Apple's site when accessed via Safari on iPhone. This follows the release of new Pride Edition Apple Watch bands earlier this year in the month of May. After being in beta since mid-April 2021, the Xbox Cloud gaming service, formerly known as xCloud, is finally available to Apple devices and Windows 10 PCs. Powered by custom Xbox Series X, the service can be accessed via Safari on Apple devices and via Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge on Windows 10 PCs. As of now, this service is limited to 22 countries and unfortunately, India is not on the list.
I'm starting off with the Garmin Fenix 6X Pro Solar watch. This is known as the Rolls-Royce of all watches, priced at about 99,000 rupees. Sturdy as a tank. It's built with this diamond-like carbon-coated titanium, sharp 1.4-inch display, very good display. Lots of features and sensors, the kind of activities it can track, the GPS on this, all of them are amazing. One of the great features, the solar charging on the edge and behind the screen for harvesting power from the sunlight. Battery can last up to 21 days, and that's if you use all the features. But it's made for certain kind of people because it is for about 98,000 rupees. Like I said, people call this the Fenix and the Garmin. This is their, big benchmark watch. People swear by it. If you go and see a marathon, 70-80% of people out there will be wearing this. If you see a runner that is passionate, they'll be wearing a Garmin or a Garmin Fenix for sure. Why do people swear by this? Because it is pretty expensive. Well, let's take a look.
A fitness watch for 1 lakh rupees in a world where there are smartwatches and fitness bands for less than 2,000? Why? A brand that is called the Rolls-Royce of sports watches? Why? A company that is sworn to be the gold standard for runners, triathletes and others? Why? A smartwatch with a never-ending battery life? Really? A smartwatch that is powered by the sun? Is that even possible? That and many other questions entered our minds when we got our hands on the super uber hyped and much awaited Garmin Fenix 6X Pro Solar. It is a mouthful of a name and a handful of a watch. Let's find out why many call this watch the ultimate sports watch in the world. Now, Garmin was founded in 1989 and it specializes in professional GPS technology for automotive, aviation, marine, outdoor and sports activities. But it is in its sports watch category that Garmin is considered king. Check out a marathon race and most people will be wearing a Garmin. Ironman race? Yup, it is still Garmin that rules. And that is why when they came up with the next version of their flagship Fenix series, the 6X Pro Solar, we were all very excited. Now the 6X Pro Solar is sturdy as a tank. It is big, beautiful and built with precision. The 6X is surprisingly light because of its diamond-like carbon-coated titanium. The front is covered with a 1.4-inch display with a sharp resolution of 240p by 240p. It also meets the military standards of thermal, shock and water resistance. This watch is a definite conversation starter on a wrist. The sensors inside the 6X Pro Solar are the reason for the density and thickness of this watch. GPS, counting steps, advanced sleep tracking, measuring body temperature, VO2 max, SpO2, body battery, tracking height while trekking, keeping track of your respiration, satellite tracking for safety and navigation, and all that is just for starters. There is an equally long list of workout modes. There is a learning curve to get started with the watch because it does not come with a touch capacitive display and the buttons on the side are used for navigation. That is what the professionals prefer, as there is no accidental touch to spoil their race and data. It takes about 5 minutes to start using this watch and then it's easy sailing. There are widgets, watch faces, apps, activities, data fields, music, maps, phone connectivity, Wi-Fi, physiological metrics and a whole lot more. The watch offers an integrated experience when synced with the Garmin Connect app available on both iOS and Android. It is designed well with a clean UI, plus there is a massive community that develops apps and widgets and much more that you can download onto the watch. The results of workouts are broken down in a very detailed manner by the app, unlike any other wearable app. Visible right between the edge of the screen and the titanium bezel is the reason for the insane battery life, a solar charger which sets the smartwatch apart. It uses sunlight to harvest power for the watch. With most smartwatch features and sensors enabled, the 6X Pro Solar can last for up to 21 days. Yep, you heard that right. Certain sensors or features can also be disabled or enabled to extend the battery life even further. The watch can also store up to 2000 songs from Spotify in the internal memory plus download and play podcasts and connect to a Bluetooth headset. So you don't need your phone with you for anything. It also has the necessary safety options where once alerted, one can share exact locations with emergency contacts right from the watch. The Garmin 6X Pro Solar is amazing in each and every way. We can confidently say that Garmin is true to their word and easily lives up to the high expectations. But this is a watch for the purist, an audience that is serious and passionate about their fitness and wants data and statistics that no other watch on the planet can give you. And for this audience, even at this price, it is a worthwhile and spectacular investment.
So that then is quite a watch. Now let's move on to a tablet by Samsung, the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 FE. So first Samsung tablet, a fan edition branding. Samsung, I think, trying to replicate the success of their phone, the S20 FE. It resembles the Samsung Tab S7. It's got a 12.4-inch TFT display. The refresh rate is not all that great. It's powered by a Snapdragon 750G 5G chipset. Not a very high performance centric user overall tablet, but still gaming and everything else works well. Priced under 50,000 rupees.
After the groundbreaking success of the Galaxy S20 Fan Edition, Samsung is trying to catch lightning in the bottle again using the FE badge. This time though with a tablet. The brand, to everyone's surprise, recently launched the Galaxy Tab S7 FE. Incorporating the same formula on the S20 FE smartphone, it promises to provide fan-favorite features at an affordable price. But can that formula be replicated for a tablet? Let's find out. Aesthetically, the Tab S7 FE looks strikingly similar to its older siblings. We see the familiarity in design language since it follows the same blend of blocky frame and rounded curves. In its mystic black finish, the tablet looks really premium. Fortunately, the weight distribution on the tablet has been taken care of since it feels comfortable to hold even for longer durations. The tablet feels sturdy to hold and we're confident that it can withstand major punishment if you're a rough user. Powering up the tablet, we're greeted with a massive 12.4-inch WQVGA panel surrounded by thin bezels. Now this is where we started to notice the sacrifices that Samsung has made to achieve this price point. Unlike its premium avatars with OLED displays, the FE comes with a TFT panel. While that is a bit disappointing, it doesn't really affect a generic user in real time. For that matter, the display on the S7 FE is in fact better than what we'd expected. Producing rich and vibrant colors, the panel is evenly illuminated. The image reproduction is also satisfactory and we thoroughly enjoyed watching our favorite content on it. The feedback time is also spot on and we faced no lags while we interacted with the tablet during our testing. Unfortunately, the tablet does not support a refresh rate of 120Hz, which might disappoint potential buyers. Samsung has hit the mark when it comes to the audio setup on this tablet. Supporting an AKG certified quad speaker layout, the S7 FE is really loud and it certainly performs better than most of its counterparts, including its older siblings. Running on Android 11 out of the box, this Fan Edition tablet is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 750G chipset. A decent chipset for a tablet at this price point, this Qualcomm SoC delivers a fiery performance on the S7 FE. Given the quick boot up speeds, minimal lags and break-free support for most of the applications, we were thoroughly surprised with how much we enjoyed using this tablet. As for productivity, this tablet comfortably replaces a laptop for basic tasks that don't require specific settings. Whether it's email, web browsing, preparing spreadsheets or gaming, we could count on it confidently. The CPU works in sync with a 6GB RAM on board and sustains app memory for longer durations. That being said, Samsung's decision to descend down from an 8 series processor like the one on the S7 and S7 Plus does affect the S7 FE's media productivity. You can still edit pictures and creatives comfortably, but you have to give up on a substantial amount of rendering time. The variant with us came with 128GB of storage, which is sufficient. Fortunately, we have an option for storage expansion since the tablet supports SD cards with up to 1TB capacity. Samsung has been generous enough to bundle in its signature S Pen with the Tab S7 FE, and yes, it successfully elevates the experience. Just like its predecessors, the pen magnetically sticks to the tablet and comes in handy when you're taking notes or designing a graphic. This tablet also supports Samsung DeX, which can be used efficiently with the keyboard book cover by the brand. Sold separately with a price tag of 14,999 rupees, this is an expensive accessory but definitely adds to the convenience and productivity. The keys are soft and the overall build quality of the cover is also quite impressive. The S7 FE is a 5G tablet and can support a physical SIM card. Now, we're not a big fan of calling from a tablet, but it is always better to have a micro SIM for added connectivity. For the optics, we get an 8MP single lens setup on the back which produces decent images and can be used for more than just scanning documents. The front camera is a 5-megapixel shooter which is fine for video calls, but the selfies are not worthy of your social media feed. Carrying a 10,090 mAh cell under the hood, the battery capacity of this tablet is its strongest USP. Comfortably lasting for 2 days, the Tab S7 FE evenly matches up with its premium siblings. And with that, it's time for the verdict. Samsung's attempt to start an FE lineup for its tablet division is ambitious. However, here they have just been able to bring in the entertainment prowess of their premium products but not the performance-centric characteristics. While that is not a bad start, we hope that this changes in future iterations. Starting at 46,999 rupees, you can consider this tablet if you're brand conscious and are looking for a solid multimedia device.
Now let's move on to a very interesting pair of TWS earbuds with a feature I have never ever seen before. This is by Boat, and on the case they actually have a very nice display. So what does it do? It projects battery life both for the case and the earbuds itself, and it also doubles up as a power bank. Very impressive sound quality, nice heavy bass, and comes for a price under 3,000 rupees.
We've said it before and we say it again. The TWS category is on fire, and nothing exemplifies this feeling as much as the product that we're reviewing today. Boat Airdopes 621 are the latest TWS earbuds by the brand. Made with the perfect recipe of aggressive price, trending features and a surprising array of quirks, these earbuds had us all excited. The Airdopes 621 do carry forward a rather traditional design language when it comes to the rechargeable case. The shell-shaped case with us is in a black color and supports a matte finish which definitely looks premium. That having been said, we're not a big fan of the ergonomics on offer. Fortunately, this tank-like design also translates into the build quality since the case feels sturdy and is also IPX7 water resistant. Coming to a rather unique quirk of the case, we get a dedicated display that reads the remaining battery life. But that's not where this quirkiness ends, since this case can also double up as a power bank to charge up other devices. Opening the case, we are greeted by the TWS earbuds themselves, Unlike the quirky case, the TWS earbuds don't have a flashy side to them. They are black in color and look in line with generic TWS buds on offer in this range. Both provides touch controls on the 620 which can be accessed from the ear tips. More on that in a while. Once you put on the buds, it felt rather comfortable in our ears and we could move our head without restraining movement, which is definitely a good sign. With Bluetooth 5.0, the buds connected with our smartphone in a snap, which is another check in the right box. All set to test the buds, we tuned into our favorite Bollywood numbers. Loud and clear, the sound output was rather impressive and definitely surpassed our expectations. The 6mm drivers on the earbuds deliver stellar audio quality on both high and low volume levels while adding a punchy bass. Turning our tuner to some indie beats, we realized that the buds did struggle initially on higher volume levels, but this issue tends to resolve if we stay in the medium volume range. With the perfect levels of volume, the sound delivery gets better. Throughout our testing, we relied on the touch gestures on the buds to play and pause our tracks, the experience of which was satisfactory. The earbuds are responsive and hardly missed out on any of our commands. Before wrapping up this review, it's important to highlight the biggest USP of Airdopes 621, and that is the battery life. On paper, boAt promises that the case can carry 150 hours of battery life, and after our testing, we can back up this claim. It was only after a week of extensive usage that we had to plug in the buds. And with that, our day with the boAt Airdopes 621 has come to an end. While these earbuds do carry certain drawbacks like the lack of multiple device connectivity option or fast charging, they deliver on all the essential features that a TWS product must have, not to mention with added quirks. At 2,999 rupees, they are indeed one of the best TWS earbuds that we have tested in a while.
The next story is a big surprise for me. The Sony SRS-XB13 Bluetooth speaker, compact, lightweight speaker, comes with a strap for convenience, IP67 rating for water and dust resistance, and it sounds really great for its small size. Nice prominent bass, clear vocals, 16-hour battery life, and here's the big shocker. Comes from Sony at a price of just 4,000 rupees.
Often there are times when you need a small, compact, affordable speaker. A speaker that sounds good, that you can take along for a simple stroll or even a 2-day hike. Today we are reviewing the Sony SRS-XB13, a speaker which claims to fulfill all of this. To answer the question, does it? Let's find out. The XB13's design fits the bill. It is as compact and light as a portable speaker should be. It also has a strap which you could loop around your bag strap, definitely convenient. The speaker also comes with an IP67 rating for water and dust resistance. Therefore, it will easily survive accidental dunks in the swimming pool. The XB13 sounds really good for its small size. The 46mm driver produces a room-filling sound. Even with a monodirectional speaker, the sound coming out of it feels omnidirectional. The driver does justice to every genre. The bass is prominent and not overpowering. The vocals are clear and loud. As we said, it sounds really good for its small size. The buttons on the back are limited and straightforward. A power button, a Bluetooth pairing button, a play-pause button and volume controls. The play-pause button can pick up calls, skip tracks when you press it twice, or go to the previous track when you press it thrice. This speaker comes with the capability of being paired with another XB13 for stereo output. For the battery life, you can listen to music for 2 to 3 hours and then you will need to charge it by the 3rd or 4th day. So you could take it on the long hike we talked about earlier. For charging, the speaker has a USB-C port. It will take about 4.5 hours to charge it from 0 to 100%. For connectivity, the XB13 uses Bluetooth 4.2 instead of 5.0, which is reasonable for the price that it's being sold at. It supports Google Fast Pair to connect it easily with an Android phone. You can also use Siri or Google Assistant on the speaker while it is connected to your phone. So, the SRS-XB13 sounds great for the size, has stellar battery life and has a compact and rugged design. It also remains affordable at a price of 3,990 rupees and provides multiple useful features that make it a great product and a great deal.
That then was the Gadget 360 show for this week, but we've got great stuff coming up next week. Do join me.